Hi, my name's Howard from IEC Labs, and I'm here to give you some tips on using biotapes to identify mold, pollen, dust, and dust mites in your property. We often get inquiries about using surface samples for mold to prove to somebody that there really is a mold problem in a property. Whether it's a spouse, a landlord, a rental agent, or somebody else, we know how difficult it can be. Other times it's about your own health. You may suspect that there's a problem, but how do you get from your own personal intuitions through to definitive laboratory confirmation that there really is elevated mold in your home or property? That's where surface sampling comes in. It's an industry accepted method of getting a bit more data on your building's health. By the way, sometimes surface samples are taken in conjunction with air samples. We'll have a video out soon on tips for air sampling, but for the moment, let's focus just on surface sampling. So, when would you use a biotape? Well, it's great for understanding if a particular patch or surface or collection of dust has concentrations of mold present and what health effects those molds might cause in people. That means if your aircon looks dirty or you've got strange discolorations on walls, you suspect that mold is growing on a surface, or you have unresolved health complaints, a biotape can capture the data to tell whether or not those issues might be related to one of these possible contaminants. Data from biotapes can also indicate other possible issues, such as whether there's evidence of hidden water leaks, whether any mold on the sample has been recently growing or active, and whether there are large concentrations of decomposing plant matter nearby. If they're that useful, how do you use one? Well, they're real simple to use, similar to a piece of sticky tape. Basically, there are 3 steps to using these. You might want to put on gloves first though. Preparation is step 1. First, you pop open the case and you write down the location you're sampling from on the biotape, right there on the label. This is in case you decide to take more samples. You can tell where each one came from. Then you label on the chain of custody form the serial number on the biotape and the label you've given the sample. Now you're all set to take that sample. Steps 2, you pull it out of the case, you peel off the protective cover to expose the sticky side. Make sure you don't touch the sticky side though, that could contaminate the sample. Step 3, you gently press down on the surface you want to sample. Wallpapers or damaged roller surfaces can be damaged further by this, so make sure you aim for surfaces that are sealed or undamaged if you can. Remember, you only need to press down gently. Then carefully place the sampler back in the case, click it shut, and send it back to us in the provided mailer. Once we receive the sample, we'll get it analysed and send you through a digital report with the findings. I'll quickly show you an example so you know what it looks like. It's worth noting that a low count doesn't prove that mold is at low levels everywhere else in the property. Just like many things in life, it's much easier to prove the presence of something than it is the absence, which means you've got to be really intentional about where you're sampling. So, I've got the report up on the screen here. This is the cover page, just detailing what these samples are and where they come from. And here's section 2 with the most important findings, and section 3 is a full table for professional mold inspectors. And finally, here are points 4 and 5, which is what we're looking for. Their discussion, conclusions, and recommendations, where the mycologist notes exactly what he finds on the sample and what should be done about it. All of that in the one digital report. One last note, if you get a result that looks confusing, or where the report notes high levels of mold, and you aren't sure where it's coming from or what exactly is causing it, give us a call. We can help you work through what your next steps might be. Thanks a lot. This has been Howard at IEC Labs, talking about biotape sampling tips.